Hotel sheets stay white for years, while ours turn yellow in months. I asked a hotel owner why, and the answer wasn't bleach, expensive detergent, or a commercial washer. It was one overlooked laundry habit that most people get wrong every single week. So the first thing Richard mentioned is why hotel sheets are always white. The American Hotel and Lodging Association says over 80% of full-service hotels in the United States use white sheets. And the reason has nothing to do with looking fancy. White can be bleached and hot washed without losing any of its color. White shows every stain, every hair, every speck of dirt on contact, so housekeepers spot trouble before any guest ever sees it. All the white sheets, white pillowcases, and white towels can be tossed in the same machine without any color bleeding into anything else. Westin actually launched the modern white bedding trend back in August of 1999 with their famous Heavenly Bed, using sheets between 180 and 250 thread count. Hospitality analyst Bjorn Hansen told ABC News that single launch changed the entire hotel industry overnight. Westin says over 100 million guests have slept on a Heavenly Bed since then. So when you see those snowy white sheets in every hotel room around the world, that's not random luxury. That's a system built around fast cleaning and instant quality control. But that's just the setup. Richard said, the real magic happens inside the wash drum, and step number 2 is where almost every person at home wrecks their sheets the moment they hit the start button. Next up is the bleach mistake almost everyone makes with white laundry. Richard told Ideal Home, word for word, that bleach is one of the worst things you can pour on white sheets. Everyone reaches for chlorine bleach because they think it's the secret weapon. It's actually the real villain destroying those sheets month by month. Diversey, one of the 2 biggest chemical suppliers to the global hotel industry, says chlorine left on fabric reacts with drier heat and yellows the fibers from the inside out. It also breaks down the cotton over time, so sheets go thin and gray and rip at the seams way faster than they should. Ecolab, the other giant in hotel laundry chemistry, found in their own testing that towels washed in chlorine looked dull after just 20 washes. So what does Richard actually use instead? Oxygen bleach, also known as hydrogen peroxide. You can grab a brown bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide from any drugstore for under $3. Pour about a cup of it straight into the wash with your normal detergent. It lifts stains, brightens the fabric, and breaks down into nothing but water and oxygen, so there's nothing harsh left behind to eat your sheets. Richard said he adds oxygen bleach to every single wash at his hotel and never once skips it. However, oxygen bleach only works if you nail the temperature, and almost everyone gets that part dead wrong at home. And that brings me to number 3, the temperature trick with warm water. Walk into any laundry room in any house, and you'll see the washer cranked to the hottest setting because folks believe heat kills everything bad living on the sheets. Richard said the real hotel standard is warm, not boiling. He uses around 40 degrees Celsius, which is about 104 Fahrenheit. The Centers for Disease Control does mention 160 Fahrenheit for hospital laundry, but that's a healthcare rule from decades back, not a hotel one. The industry has actually moved the opposite direction. Ecolab now sells a peroxide system called OxyGuard 40 that disinfects and brightens linens at just 104 Fahrenheit, the exact warm temperature Richard recommends. Why does this matter so much? Hot water sets protein stains like blood, sweat, and body oils right into the cotton fibers forever. Once those stains are locked in there, no amount of washing later will ever lift them back out. The fabric slides from crisp white to dingy gray inside a few months of hot water abuse. Warm water turns on your detergent and your oxygen bleach without cooking organic stains into the cotton like a frying pan. So if you're blasting your whites on the sanitize cycle every single Sunday, that's the real reason they keep turning yellow on you. Turn the dial down to warm. But warm water and oxygen bleach still won't save your sheets if you skip the next step. And this trick is one almost no home washer knows about. Before we get to the hotel trick that can rescue yellowed sheets without buying a new set, make sure you're subscribed. We test cleaning tips, expose the myths, and find the tricks that actually work, so you don't waste time or money. Now let's keep going. So now let's talk about number 4, the secret rinse, with white vinegar. Commercial hotel laundries always finish a load with something called a sour rinse. Their wash water sits at a pH around 11, which is highly alkaline, because alkaline water swells the cotton fibers open and lifts the dirt right out. However, if you toss alkaline-soaked sheets straight into a hot dryer, that leftover alkalinity reacts with the heat and turns them yellow within weeks. So hotel laundries add a mild acid in the final rinse to bring the pH back down to skin-safe levels, around 5.5 to 6.5. The industry literally calls that step a sour. At home, you don't need any fancy chemical for this trick at all. Half a cup to 1 cup of plain white vinegar poured into the rinse cycle does the exact same job for about 50 cents a load. It strips out detergent residue, neutralizes the alkaline water, dissolves mineral buildup from hard water, and leaves zero smell once everything dries. Webstront Store, a major commercial supply source, says sours stop the yellow and gray buildup that slowly creeps onto white fabric load after load. This is the single biggest gap between hotel fresh sheets and your yellowing home laundry, and it costs you 50 cents. But there's still one more piece of the white sheet puzzle Richard mentioned, and this one is pure color science. Now we move into number 5, the optical illusion that makes whites look whiter. Take a close look at your detergent box, and you'll see it claims to make whites brighter than white. That's not ad team nonsense. There's real chemistry behind it called optical brighteners, also known as fluorescent whitening agents. These are tiny dyes that grab invisible UV light from sunlight or your bedroom lamp and shoot it back out as visible blue light. Blue sits right across from yellow on the color wheel, so even slightly yellowed fabric looks bright white again under any light. Most commercial detergents already have brighteners mixed right in, but there's a classic old-school version hotels and grandmas have used for over a century called Mrs. Stewart's Bluing. It's been sold in America since 1883, made from a tiny amount of blue iron pigment floating in water. You dilute a few drops in a quart of water, add that to the rinse cycle, and the trace of blue tricks your eye into seeing brilliant white sheets. Be careful with it though. Never pour it in straight because it will stain the fabric blue on contact. And never mix it with chlorine bleach in the same load. If your whites have already crept toward yellow, this one trick alone can rescue them without buying a brand new set. However, all the brighteners on Earth won't help with one specific kind of stain. And Richard said this is where hotels actually crush home laundry. And that takes me to number 6, the stain rule that flips everything. The biggest stain mistake people make at home is using hot water on blood, sweat, or any protein stain. Hot water locks protein onto cotton at around 60 degrees Celsius, and once that bond forms, you can never get the stain back out, no matter what miracle product you try after. Hotel housekeeping protocols always start cold. Carolyn Forte, the director of the Good Housekeeping Institute Cleaning Lab, said that cold water plus a splash of 3% hydrogen peroxide is the correct way to lift fresh blood off white fabric. The peroxide foams up on contact, breaks apart the iron sitting inside the blood, and pulls the stain off the cotton before it ever bonds with the fibers. The other golden rule hotels follow is checking every sheet for stains before sending it anywhere near the dryer. If a stain is still showing and you dry it, the heat seals it into the fabric forever. Hotel laundries pre-treat everything cold first, run the wash, inspect each piece under a bright light, and only then move it to the dryer. Copy that routine at home, and you'll save sheets you would have otherwise thrown straight into the trash bin. But there's one invisible enemy of white sheets nobody really talks about, and it might already be sabotaging your laundry without you even knowing it. So now we land on number 7, the silent killer called hard water. If your sheets keep turning gray, no matter what detergent you switch to, the problem probably isn't your detergent at all. It's your tap water. Calcium and magnesium minerals in hard water react with detergent and form something called soap curd. That's a sticky white residue that coats the cotton fibers, traps loose dirt inside the weave, and turns white fabric gray and stiff over time. A 1991 study from Purdue University, done together with the Water Quality Research Foundation, found that fabric washed in hard water wears out up to 15% faster than fabric washed in soft water. Soft water also lets you cut your detergent dose roughly in half, while still getting the same level of clean sheets. So if your whites are dingy, you've got 3 real options to fix the problem. Install a water softener if you own your house. Add half a cup of borax or washing soda to each wash to lock up those minerals. Or grab a detergent made for hard water regions. Iron in old pipes can also cause stubborn yellow stains when it reacts inside the dryer drum, which is exactly why hotels in hard water cities use iron-fighting sours in the rinse. However, there's one final hotel habit Richard mentioned that doesn't cost you a single penny to do. And finally, number 8 is the laundry habit hotels never skip. Richard said overloading the washer is the biggest mistake home washers make every single week. He told Ideal Home, word for word, that sheets need real room to move around inside the drum. If you stuff the washer full to the brim, the water can't move around properly, the detergent can't rinse out, and the dirt just gets spread back across all the fabric in the load. That leftover residue is exactly what turns whites dull within a few months of normal washing. Hotels run partial loads at very high water levels because circulation is what actually does the cleaning, not just the amount of soap you pour in. The second free habit Richard recommends is occasional sun drying. UV light from the sun breaks down stain molecules and the yellow compounds that build up in aged cotton fibers over time. It's a real bleaching effect that costs you nothing at all. Hotels themselves tumble dry most loads for sheer speed and volume, but UK laundry experts recommend hanging your whites outside for short bursts whenever the weather plays nice. Just don't leave them out for hours though, because too much UV slowly weakens cotton fibers. 2 to 3 hours of direct sun once a month is plenty to keep your sheets looking crisp and fresh forever. So the next time you climb into a hotel bed and wonder why those sheets always look brand new, you'll know the secret isn't luxury. It's a few simple habits almost anyone can copy at home. Which tip surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the one on your screen right now for another cleaning trick that can save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.